College Park. Maryland fans hope their opponents fear the turtle. The Xfinity Center is home to Terrapin women's basketball, one of the major powerhouses of the women's game. The 6th-ranked Terps have never lost a Big Ten Conference game. That is put to the test big time today against number 9 Ohio State. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to College Park. Great to have with us. Happy New Year, one and all. Dave Ryan alongside Deb Antonelli, longtime college basketball analyst. And Deb, what a dream matchup we've got here today. Two of the top scoring teams in the country. They score more than 85 points a game. Are you ready for some offense?
I'm ready. You know what, Dave? I think when Dr. Naismith hung the peach baskets, I think this is the kind of game he had in mind. These are high-powered, explosive offensive teams. Both can score in transition. Both can score when the game slows down. Maryland, 51% from the floor. Ohio State, 7 of their last 9 games. They've shot it better than 50. They both make 7 threes. This should be fun.
Well, Deb, since joining the Big Ten last year, Maryland has been sensational, 22-0, including the Big Ten tournament title last year for head coach Brenda Freeze. But to get to a third straight Final Four, it won't be easy. Top scorer Lauren Mincy is graduating. Fabulous guard Lexi Brown transferred to Duke. 2 assistants took head coaching jobs. Big changes, no problem. 12-1 this year. Number 6 ranking in the AP poll, and they're led down low by Brianna Jones.
Yeah, this is what they do have. They have a dominant interior player in Brianna Jones. 3 times she's been over the 20-point mark. 16 points and 19 rebounds in the last contest. 24 points against Connecticut. She's got great hands, good footwork. She can run rim to rim. She's a terrific finisher inside.
And Ohio State has got some great offense. Dynamic duo in Amaris Alston and Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey led the nation in scoring last year. 2nd this year. She had 127 threes a year ago.
They're fantastic, and they are really fun to watch. Last year, they were the top scoring backcourt as well. And they both can score in a variety of ways. They can get out in transition. They both shoot the 3. They're both very good at getting to the free throw line. But Kelsey Mitchell is the preseason pick for Big Ten Player of the Year and is a preseason All-American. 2nd in the nation in scoring, can score at all 3 levels. Very creative, very crafty, very explosive, very hard to guard. And Maryland's defensive game plan will be against trying to hold her down.
And Deb, with the AT&T Fast Analysis, let's learn more about Mitchell and Jones.
Well, this is what Mitchell is great at, is playing downhill. When you give her time and space and you allow her vision to the rim, she is terrific at closing down that space. Very tough to defend. And then Maryland is really good at isolating Brianna Jones on the low block. They use her in screening action. And then watch how she takes advantage here of a switch defensively. 2 feet in the paint, 2 points for Maryland.
When we come back to College Park, it is game time. A Big Ten Top 10 women's college basketball showdown. Ohio State wants to challenge the Terps and end their long league win streak. Maryland has the pieces in place for another Final Four run. Today from Richmond, Virginia, Mick Cronin and his 23rd ranked Cincinnati Bearcats, led by senior forward Octavius Ellis. Take on high-scoring senior guard Melvin Johnson and the VCU Rams. Right now on CBS Sports Network. It's one of the hottest tickets in town, VCU basketball. And the Siegel Center on the VCU campus here in Richmond is sold out for a 71st straight time. Today, the Rams from the Atlantic 10 welcome in number 23 Cincinnati from the American Conference. It's a big non-league resume builder for each. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Richmond. Great to have with us. Dave Ryan alongside Xavier's all-time winningest coach, Pete Gillen. We're joined by Taylor Rooks in a moment as well. And Pete, is this a must-win for VCU? They've made the big dance 5 straight years, but they have 4 losses already.
Definitely a must-win for VCU, but it's a big game for both teams. VCU needs a signature win. Beat a real quality team that come close, didn't get it done. They've been to the NCAA tournament 5 straight years. They want to make it 6. They got work to do. For Cincinnati, it's a payback game. They got beat last time by VCU. Stick around. It's going to be a great game.
We can't wait. We also can't wait to watch Melvin Johnson hoist some threes. He's got 211 of those, 4th all-time in VCU history.
Melvin Johnson is one of the best guards in the country. He's a tremendous three-point shooter. The last 3 games, he's averaged 24 points and shot 41% for three-point land. He can shoot the mid-range game. He can go to the basket and score around either hand. He creates shots for his teammates. He can take over a game at any time. Troy Copain for Cincinnati is a special guy. He can play the point or he can play the 2-guard position. He leads the American, the assist-to-turnover ratio, with 4 assists and only 1 turnover a game. He's a very smart player. He has a great feel for the game. He really got to play well this afternoon.
Pete, when we come back to Richmond, it is game time. Number 23, Cincinnati's looking to build momentum toward the upcoming American Conference schedule. VCU needs a signature win right now. We are only 3 miles from the state capital of Hartford, Connecticut. This is Husky Country. And Pratt & Whitney Stadium at Rensselaer Field, the site for an American Conference matchup between 2-0 Navy and UConn. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to East Hartford. Great to have you with us. Dave Ryan alongside Corey Chavis, former star NFL defensive back. We're joined by Lauren Gardner on the field in a moment. Partner, this is going to be fun today. Keenan Reynolds has the all-time rushing touchdown record for quarterbacks with 70. He's facing a very tough UConn defense.
He is, and I think the one thing that happens when you go against a defense like UConn's, you have to be focused on really ball security, and those are some of the things I think he'll be concentrating on. UConn wanting to maybe turn the tide.
And what a career Keenan Reynolds has had. Incomparable, inimitable. 70 rushing touchdowns, 7 shy of Monty Ball, Wisconsin. Remember, Keenan had 7 in a game once against San Jose State to set a record for quarterbacks 2 years ago. Corey, what makes him so good?
Decision making, that's the number one thing. When you watch him play, he's one of those players, it's very difficult to get solid hits on him. You can see him right there, the balance that he has. He can run between the tackles. A very good, I think, when it comes to pitching the football, probably underrated in that aspect, as well as the ability, Dave, to pass the football. So he's multi-dimensional.
And Che, one big issue with UConn last year, winning only 2 games, was inconsistent play at quarterback. Now Brian Sheriffs, the NC State transfer, takes over. Has he been dynamic enough yet?
Not quite dynamic. There have been some flashes.
Philadelphia is one of the nation's best college basketball cities. And in North Philly, home to the Liacouras Center on the Temple campus. Today, the latest chapter of the famed Big Five Philadelphia College Hoop rivalry. It's the 158th all-time meeting between St. Joseph's and Atlantic 10 and Temple of the American Conference. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Philly. So great to have you with us, Dave Ryan, alongside the coach, Xavier's all-time winningest coach, Pete Gillen. We're joined by our college basketball insider, John Rothstein, in a moment. And Pete, you have a unique perspective on the Big Five rivalry. You were Rolly Massimino's assistant at Villanova. What's it like?
This game is about pride, passion, emotion, and energy. About bragging rights in the city of Philadelphia. They know each other. They play summer leagues, AU ball. It's also big for the conference, the American Atlantic 10. Stick around. It's going to be a great game.
We can't wait. We spoke with St. Joe's head coach Phil Martello, who really likes his player DeAndre Bembry, a captain, great leader, great player.
DeAndre Bembry is a candidate for All-American honors. He's a special player. He can score from all 3 levels. He can knock down a 3, good mid-range game, and he can penetrate and finish around the basket. He leads the team in rebounds, assists, and steals. He's a special player. But he doesn't do it by himself. He's got a good teammate in Isaiah Miles, who's a leading scorer right now for St. Joe's, 16 points a game. He can knock down a 3. He really pounds the offensive glass. He rebounds physically on both boards. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. He can take over a game at any time. He's really had a great senior year.
Well, the bad news for Temple, already 4 early season losses, albeit against very good competition. The good news, Quentin DeCosia is back, and the senior, the leading scorer, has got to get it going today.
Quentin DeCosia is one of the best pure shooters in the East. He shoots 48% from three-point land. He can knock it down. He really is good coming off screens. He's got a good mid-range game. He really makes excellent decisions on a fast break. He's got a quick release, excellent follow-through. He's a pro-like shooter. He really has no conscience. He really is a special player. He's got to play well this afternoon. But he's got a good teammate inside, Jalen Bond, who's the leading returning rebounder in the American. He can control the paint offensively or defensively, and Temple's offense works best when they go inside out through Jalen Bond.
Pete, when we come back to Philly, it is game time, Big Five style. Temple and St. Joe's each have high hopes for a big season, but no year is complete without beating your arch rival.